After learning how the professionals do it, I decided to change the way that I hang my golf simulator impact screen, and as a result I have a much neater enclosure and a better image from my projector, and this is how I did it. Some of you watching this video might already use this technique to hang your impact screen, and it works better if your screen goes from wall to wall rather than a purpose-built enclosure. When I visited Golf Swing Systems and saw their amazing golf simulator studio, I saw that they hang their impact screen using this metal slotted angle, which is attached to the wall, and they use zip ties which then connect to the grommets on their screen. I'll leave a link to a video in the description. So I purchased some metal slotted angle from Screwfix here in the UK, which cost a total of £30. I bought enough to go down my sidewalls and across my ceiling. I haven't put any along the floor. My first job was to take down my current impact screen from the wire rope that it was hung on, paint the walls that I lazily didn't do the first time around because I was too excited to get my sim up and running, and take down the foam tiles that I used as ceiling protection. Once I'd done that, I measured 18 inches from the back wall on either side so I could start attaching the metal slotted angle and make sure that it was level. I then attached the slotted angle to the ceiling, which was probably the trickiest part, as I had to make sure it was straight and matched up to the pieces on the walls. I reattached the foam tiles to the ceiling using the adhesive spray, and I rearranged them so the enclosure would be shallower. Basically, with experience, I now know that my 60-degree wedge will occasionally hit just above the screen, so there was no need for the protection to be coming out so far. The next bit was also a bit finicky, as I pinned the black bed sheet over the foam tiles to tidy them up, but also underneath the slotted angle on the ceiling. So I had to loosen the metal angle, feed the black sheet underneath it, and then re-screw the metal. In hindsight, I should have covered the foam tiles with the bedsheet first and then attached the metal angle. So if you're going to copy this, then definitely do that bit first. I finally attached some tarp clips to the metal angle using some zip ties, and I started to hang my impact screen. As a finishing touch, I screwed some eye hooks into the skirting board at the bottom of my screen, about 3 or 4 inches in front of it, and I attached another tarp clip and bungee cord combo to the bottom of my screen. The idea in my head here is that this will keep the bottom of my impact screen on the ground as I hit balls into it. And after a little tidy up in the garage, my newly hung impact screen was good to go. First of all, I'm hoping that you can see the improvement in the neatness of my enclosure. It's quite a bit shallower than my original setup, which makes me feel like I've actually got more room to swing my golf club in this tiny little shoebox that I call a golf simulator room. With the opportunity to now attach more tarp clips to my screen, I can adjust it easier to get better tension in the screen, make it flatter with less ripples, and ultimately to project a better image. With more tension though comes a higher risk of bounce back, and I definitely didn't want to be hitting my golf balls into a trampoline. But I have been able to loosen the tension just about enough so that when I hit my ball into the screen, it kills the speed enough so I'm not ducking for cover every time. Now, despite the success of this little adaptation to my sim room, I do foresee a couple of problems. One of which is that my tarp clips along the top are now exposed and they're close to the spot where I'll be hitting my wedges.
The only thing I'm worried about is the tarp clips along the top. With wedges, it's kind of, in the past I've hit tarp clips, smashed them to pieces. Obviously I don't want to do that again. So kind of left a little bit of an area there on my hitting line, so hopefully I don't hit any tarp clips up there.
So I need to look into some sort of protection or cover for these tarps that go along the top, which will also tidy up the look of the screen even more, make it look a bit more professional, and also stop balls from going behind it. If anyone can help me out with some ideas for this, I would really appreciate it. Let me know what you think of my new setup in the comments, And if you've got some value from this video, then please give it a like to help support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.